I hit the button, call supplies. Hello everybody, I am Bearson124 from Bearson124 Gaming, and I'm here to give you a tutorial on this massive piece of machinery behind me. This is a minecart storage system. I designed this after I saw a video on another one that somebody else had designed, and I decided that I wanted to make one of my own and improve it in any way that I could. And so this is what I came up with in the end result. So I'm going to show you how this works from the outside, and I'm going to go and show you how it works on the redstone. So let's just say I'm sitting here and I want to grab my redstone because I need some stuff for a project I'm working on. I grab that and it flips this torch over. Then I hit call supplies. I run down here and a minecart with a chest in it pops out. I right click on here. It has all my all my redstone things in here. So then I hit return cart, and that sends the cart back to its place. Then let's say I'm running low on health and I need some food. So I click on this food button here. I hit call supplies. And I run down here. And I have all my food in here. I have pork chops, golden apples, fish, all that kind of stuff in here. Then I get what I need out of here, and I send the supplies back. Now I'm going to show you how this works. This is the extent of the redstone needed to create this. It is absolutely one of the more simpler contraptions I've made. But it probably doesn't look like that from your guys' point of view. So I'm going to explain to you how this works. So first off, what you see out here, this thing here, this is called the multi-destination selector. And this basically, when you hit a button, it sends out some redstone from here, and ignore that by the way, and it sends out a signal, but it turns off all of the other signals. So then if I hit, like, let's say I want materials, I hit that, it turns off food as indicated by the torch going off and turns on materials. If we look over here, then this line is now being powered. Now I don't exactly know how this works. I have the information on how to build one, which is very simple, but I don't know how it works. So I'm going to actually put an annotation in the screen right about now, which will take you to the original video that I got this concept from, and I'm going to let the guy who designed it to explain to you how it works. Now I'm going to show you next some other stuff. This, when you do the redstone signal, it travels along and it goes into an AND gate. Now I am thinking that most of you probably know what an AND gate is, but for those of you that don't, I will show you, and I will actually build one for you real quick. By the way, I'm running this on Minecraft 1.4.6, so I cannot vouch that this will work in later versions. Okay. So an AND gate is built simply like this. 3 blocks of wool, redstone torches on the side, redstone torch in the front of the middle block, and redstone in the middle. And how it works is that everybody knows, if you've done any redstone, that when you power a redstone torch, it turns off like that. But this torch is still off when we need it to be on. And so what we do is we power both sides of the AND gate. That turns both of these torches off, turning off that wire and allowing this torch to come on. And that is basically how this works. And so what I have set up in here is a line of AND gates that basically, when each of them receives an input from the multi-destination selector. And so the multi-destination selector turns one of the torches off. And then it also does another thing. And that is, it sends a signal down here into this giant area down here. What happens when you do that, this is for the return purposes, and I'll tell you more about this later, is it turns off a torch depending on which one it is. So now if I go up, I will show you how it actually works. When you hit the call supplies button, it sends a signal along this line through this redstone repeater and down along, and it powers each and every one of these AND gates. But since we know that you have to have both inputs off for an AND gate to work, only this one here will get powered off, because both of these torches will get turned off. What happens then is it runs over to here, and it gives a signal to the powered rail that this cart is sitting on, tells it to go. Cart travels along here, jumps through here, just the way the minecart mechanics work, and it comes along, jumps again through here, and ends up outside. And so then you can pick up your supplies, whatever you need to. Then what happens is you want to send your cart back. That's where the more complicated redstone came in, because I was completely lost as to how to do this. Then I came up with an idea, and that is where these wires come in. Now, in case you didn't know this, when you apply a redstone signal to a rail that can go to multiple directions, it changes direction. So like right now, this rail is not receiving power, and so it's facing at a 90-degree angle that way. But if it was receiving power, then it would face at a 90-degree angle this way. And that means that when the cart comes back, it comes around through here, down, it turns here, comes, turns along here, skips this, and falls back into place. Exactly where it should be. That works on every single one of these. The way that you return it is again very simple. It just, the button leads down a wire here, powers this torch, comes along and powers a torch there that turns on the rail. Oh, by the way, in case you were wondering about all these torches strewn around, if it does not have an input into it, like this one, or that one, or that one, or these floating in midair, all they're doing are keeping these rails powered. I had problems with this earlier. When the rails weren't powered, it will absolutely destroy your entire system. And so, coming along here, basically, this is always turned like this. So technically, I don't need that, even though I have it. Doing from the very end, I will show you how this works. It just comes along, and it makes a turn here. And then, due to the redstone mechanics, this will only work depending on your directional basis, I believe. It comes along, it runs forward, 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 and then it goes into there. And that works with every single cart. Like, if this one comes out, it would turn here, go forward. It's only different where the cart actually goes on this side due to the fact that it must be. I believe that's all I have to show you. The texture pack I'm using is FV Disco's OCD pack. I believe that's who designed it, because I find it works very well with redstone. The little stuff that's been popping up saying it's set the time to 1000, that was this over here, and this was designed by Settling, and it just keeps the time always set to day. And if you want, I will do a tutorial on that. Yes, I will leave links to this in the description where you can find an in-depth tutorial on how to build one. And I thank you for watching. Please leave this video a like, please share, And because I am new at this, please leave your comments on what you think I absolutely did not do right, or what you think I could have done better on, and I will respond to them depending on what you guys say. So, thank you. Like and subscribe, and I shall see all of you sometime in the near future.